Hello everyone, and welcome to the Django tutorial. Running Django, Learner. If you want to contact me, you can write me in YouTube. Email me to devklearner. So what are we going to learn today is about, again, going into the basic programming code. We'll be learning about the for loop. So before I take you there, into the for loop, we'll be seeing about the examples that we have in the for loop. Just to give you an overview uh, on the for loop. These are the part that we'll be covering. We'll be doing an example of everything for loop counter, for loop counter zero. There should be a zero. Second item. We'll be also talking about for loop reverse counter. We'll be also talking about the for loop reverse counter zero from the index zero. And then we'll be talking about the styles that we can put for the first or the last. So there's one more part of the parent loop which is helpful in the nesting part of it, but we'll talk about that later. So this is what we are going to cover, and we'll be having an exciting way of an example in which I'll be showing you about each one of those way of working. So it will be exciting, and let's see how I can make a difference in giving the information and you can use it. So before I go there, if you are new to my channel, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe to my channel. And if you like the videos that I'm creating, please like them, share it with your friends and family members so that if they are into they can learn how these things can be used. So once again, let's begin with the part of the demo. So this is one of the examples that we have been following till now. So I'm just working on the all employees HTML page, and this is in the conjunction of all the previous examples. So if you have not seen my previous videos, I'll recommend that you can view the old videos and you can come here. So this is giving you the idea about what we are doing, how we are working the various pages, and we can create a page called all employees. So in this example, I'll try to show you the loops that we are doing. So let me take you to the py. View.py. So in the view.py, we have a method which is calling all employees, and that is the method for the view that we have created, and we are passing ABC, which is getting the values of all employees. And this is where we're getting it from. We are getting in the loop. So here, the first thing that I've done is I have given a heading to the page, and then I've created a table in which I've taken 4 columns: ID, first name, last name, details. And then for the simple one, I've just written down a for loop, and then I've written down the 4 TDs in which I'm writing down. In the last one, we have the link. Excuse me. So if you see here, we have I've written down a code here that if loop it is first, so if the loop is going through the first item, we say that the background should be light blue, and if it is going to the last one, we want the item to be light green, and we are just looping from x1 to all the values of x, where we're having the information of the employees. So if you want to see those details that we are placing in the employees, I'll have to take you to the model class that we had created. it would be here in the initial one, and you will see that we have the name of the field, which is ID, max employee first year, employee last year, and then we added a couple of new items to it, which is the mobile number, uh, the date of birth, and uh, the date of joining and mobile. Here we added date of birth, and there was another thing that we removed, but that's after removal we added it again. So we have 3 more columns which we added. So this is how we were working on it. And come back to the code, all view. So the first thing that all employees HTML, the first thing that we are doing is we are looping through the item in the for loop, and we are displaying ID, employee's first name and last name for each of the employees. You can see it here that we have ID 1 Alok, 5 Radha, 6 couple, 7 couple again, and 9 Arun. The first one is blue and the last one is green. If I want to show this in the reverse order, I've not done any other change. I've just written down reversed here, and everything remains the same. The first is light blue, the last is light green, and it will go through. We see that same thing here. The next is for the loop counter. The counter is giving you the counter number of the loop. So it is starting from 1 because we are saying counter. And if I run this, sorry, already being saved. If I run this, it is giving me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the counter of the loop. And I'm just writing down. So these are the values for each. It is iterating through. So this is where it was starting from number 1. We have written down 0, so it will be starting from 0, and then it will be going up to the last one. So it is going from 0 to 4. Similarly, the next one is reverse counter. So the reverse counter is again going from 5 to 0. That's what it is doing. And then if I write down reverse counter 0, it will be going. But if you see, I have lines for a couple of them, but then so in order to give a line, what I use is use an HR. After doing this, I to save it, to do anything, I have to reload my page. You will see the line. So that's what I wanted to show you. There is one part which is missing there, which is in the context of the parent loop. So I'll be creating a different video. I'll be sharing a separate video for the same. So this is what we have covered. We have covered for loop counter 0. I'll be updating in the Google PowerPoint or Google's Sheets, and you can take it from there. Then we have reverse counter 0, first, last, and this one. So with that, we have shown you the demo and we have come to the end of it. I thank you. I thank you for listening and learning with me. I hope we have moved a bit forward in our learning. To contact me, write in YouTube comments or email to divklearner. And at the same time, if if you like what I'm doing and feel we can help others, please like, subscribe. Again, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.